Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to another creek fishing episode. We've only got a couple hours to fish this afternoon because I was doing some other stuff this morning, but got a couple hours and I decided to go fishing. And I got my spinning rod with a little green power bait ice fishing jig. We're gonna see if we can't hook into a few cutthroat trout, and then I wanna do a little catch and cook with a recipe that I think will be pretty interesting. So let's get fishing. Ooh, there's one. One just swiped at it. Oh, there's one. Oh, got him right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was cool. He was chasing it all the way in. Little guy, first one of the day. Feels good to catch a fish. It's been a few days. Pretty little cutthroat trout on the little ice fishing jig. I'm telling you guys, I love these. Are honestly, it's kind of weird, one of my favorite open water jigs. These little power bait tubes. Nice little fish. We'll get him back. There he goes. Let's see if there's some more over there. Kind of got to cast through all these trees. It's kind of tricky. Oh, there's a follow. Good one. There he is. Biggin. That's a toad. Next cast. Oh, got him. He popped off right when I was netting him. That's a good fish. Now this would be a good cooking size, but that's only the second one and I just got here. So I think I'm gonna let this guy go, but next time we get one this size, we're gonna keep him, cook him up. There you go. He goes underneath the ice. I think there's a lot of fish hiding under this ice that I'm walking on, because every step or two I take, one darts out. I'm just hoping it doesn't break. Oh, here's one. Good. A bunch of them. Dude. Right when I cast it up there, I just saw a big wave of a bunch of fish. There he is. Oh! And there he goes. I'm going really slow. There he is. Ah! Dang it. But every time I cast, I'm getting a bunch of follows. So that must be where they're all stacked up. There he is, dude. Bite every single cast. That's another decent one. Oh, and oh. Got him. You know? Should we cook this guy? Yeah, let's cook this guy. This is a perfect one. And he just popped off the hook. There we go. We're gonna cook this guy up. We got kind of an interesting recipe today that I want to try. Every time I post a video or I catch and cook a cutthroat, there's always a handful of people that are like, oh, you're not allowed to keep cutthroat, they're native. And yes, that's true, they're native, but you are allowed to keep some. Now, it depends on the stream. There are some places where you're not allowed to keep cutthroat, but some creeks like this one, there is an absolute abundance of these fish, and you can take home a limit of 4 every day. So we are going to keep this guy, and you are allowed to keep cutthroat. And there's some tasty fish. Whoa, the ice just cracked. I'm probably going to fall through right here. Yep. There I go. Thankfully, it's not deep enough to sink over my boots. Alright guys, so it's cooking time, and I apologize for the echo. I'm actually underneath a road right here, so you're gonna hear some car noise, but everywhere else was covered in snow, and this was the only spot that I could find where there was no snow. So you're probably wondering how we're gonna cook our fish. I have here some Lay's salt and vinegar chips, my absolute favorite kind of chip. And basically we're gonna be using these chips as a breading. I'm gonna get them in a bag and crush a bunch up, and we're gonna bread the trout. I'm gonna fillet the trout up, and we're gonna bread it in some salt and vinegar chips. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and fillet our trout. It's gonna be kind of tricky because I don't have a flat surface to fillet on, but we'll do our best. All right, ooh, that water's frigid. Got our 2 fillets right here. I tried to get the pin bones out, so we don't have a ton of meat, but that's plenty. We're just kind of experimenting today. All right, so I got a Ziploc bag, and then I'm just gonna take a few chips, pour them in, that'll be plenty. Seal it up, and then just start crushing. We want to make them as fine as possible. The smaller they are, the easier it will stick to the fillets. All right, we got our chips right there all crushed up. I think I did a pretty good job. That should work out nicely. Let's get our stove going. We have our bear filled with oil. Pour that in. All right, so now got another bag, and I've got an egg. I'm gonna crack the egg into the bag, and then I'm gonna take the fillets, dredge them through the egg, and then I've got a bag of flour here. So the fillets are gonna go from the egg to the flour to the egg again, and then into our chip mixture. Now we'll take our fish, get it coated. And we'll transfer them over to the flour. Coat those up. And we'll transfer them back to the egg wash. Then last but not least, into the chip dust. It's kind of hard to crush chips down to the consistency of like flour, but hopefully this will be enough. I just hope that the fillet gets mostly covered. All right. Now coat them up. I really hope this turns out, guys. I have no idea. This is either gonna be really good or a fail. And we're adding no additional seasonings or nothing. This is just chips. Just that good salt and vinegar taste. All right, looking pretty good. Sweet. All right, let's see if the oil's hot enough. Oh yeah, definitely hot enough. All right, moment of truth. Look at that. Look at that. All right, going in. Ooh, looking good. Second fillet going in. Heck yeah, that's looking good. That's awesome. Guys, this is so much fun. Just trying little recipes like this. I've always wanted to try this with chips. For some reason, I just haven't gotten around to it. Who knows, maybe it's really good. It's looking like we need to flip them. That side is already golden brown. Yep. Go ahead and flip it. Ooh, it's already crumbling away. Golden brown. That honestly looks beautiful. I am quite proud of myself right now. All right, let's flip this guy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. The smell coming off these fish right now, the scent of salt and vinegar is very strong in the air, and it's awesome. Oh yeah, all right. I think they're done. Golden brown on each side. Go ahead and take them off here. The one thing I forgot, napkins. I always forget napkins, so I'm just gonna set them on this rock. That rock is somewhat clean. There we go. Folks, look at that. I can honestly say that looks delicious. That worked out very well. But it's not just how it looks, it's how it tastes. So we're gonna break off a little piece right here. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's try it. Salt and vinegar cutthroat trout. Crispy. Okay, first thing. So what I will say, those chips make the best breading you can have on a fish. It's nice and crunchy. What I will say is I think a lot of the salt and vinegar flavor got cooked out. I'm not gonna lie. There is a little hint of salt and vinegar, but it's not super flavorful, you know? But it's really good. I mean, it's really good. I'm really proud of myself right there. But it just doesn't have that salt and vinegar punch that I was expecting. So maybe next time I do this, I'll probably add some extra salt or some kind of extra seasoning in with it just to give it that extra flavor. Well guys, salt and vinegar chip trout, success. If you guys want to try this recipe at home, it's actually not a bad recipe. Like I said, I've seen a handful of other YouTubers do this. I think it's actually a pretty good way to cook fish. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.